wrong location marker, which makes things a little bit difficult. For example, let's take iTrain as an example. In our Google Maps itself, there's actually 3 results in Google. There are actually 3 results of iTrain, and one of them is actually incorrect. It's showing a different location marker, which could be problematic for others to navigate here for the first time. So, by editing places, you can correct your data, you can add new data to it, you can add phone number, operating hours. Let's say they have a special website, they have a website for that, right? You can use add it in places so that people can actually navigate or even try to surf the net for better understanding of the place. So let's say so let's say that the place where I'm going to add is a cafe, or the place I'm going to edit is a cafe. You can even add that in to the category so that people are able to see whether the cafe whether the place is a cafe or other kind of places. So let's say in Google search or Google Maps, I'll say cafe nearby. If the place I mark is cafe, it will be showing up in the map itself. So it will be very convenient for all people. So let's say I have a lot of duplicates of particular place. Let's say let's go. There's a supermarket nearby my housing area. Let's go fly out. Or when I'm doing the editing itself, right, I actually found there are actually 7 duplicates of the same place itself. So people might be confusing because all of them have different information. So what I did is I can delete the first place of interest by giving a justification to Google Maps viewers so that they are able to process my application so that people are able to see. People are only able to focus on only one place at one time. So let's say I recently found out there's a group of people who like to submit their own home in Google Maps. I find it unacceptable because this is a violation of privacy and this is not a place of interest. So by that, I can report the spam to Google MapMaker team so that they are able to see, okay, this place is not a place of interest. There's no particular business interest, there's no particular anything at all. It's totally unrelated to any place of interest. So by that, I can report spam to everyone. I can report spam to other people so that other map makers are able to review my data, and somehow if there's a lot of voting on that, right, Google are actually will delete the places itself. So next is add roads. What kind of things are categorized as roads? So since road is kind of a strip of line in Google Maps, right? Let's say like recently in section 30, the city council has been they changed the route of the places to make it a one-way road. So in Google Maps, I was able to change the data of the place so that people won't be confusing that this place is a two-way road instead of a one-way road. So I can add in bus station, I can add in a new strip of highway, or even roads and rivers. So by doing that, everyone are able to see the latest information submitted to Google by you yourself. The next thing I'll be talking about is adding a place. It's a one-on-one tutorial. It's a very basic thing. So some of you might know about it, but apparently not everyone knows. But I will teach it as well. So there are actually 3 steps for that. It's easy, 1, 2, 3. So in MapMaker page itself, right, the first thing you will do is you will look at the page with a top navigation bar, which you will see these 3 things, which is add new, edit, and browse. So how to add a place of interest in Google Maps? By clicking add new, you are presented with a list of options you are able to add into the maps. So for this, I will try to add a map by pressing the button, pressing 2, and thirdly, you are able to, after number 2 or step number 3, you can just point your marker in the place you're intending to add a business to. So I think I'm going to, before that, let me try to explain what is the guideline for adding a place of interest in Google Maps. So step number 4 is to add in the name. Name is very important for people to look for a business or a place of interest. So for name, right, there are a lot of names: local names, primary name, official names, sometimes you have short forms of the place. So no matter what you search in Google Maps, if you added all the names in the businesses, right, people are still able to find it themselves. So the next will be addresses. It must be precise, it must be accurate, otherwise people are not able to look for the places. So phones, websites, and contact details. This is actually very crucial for business site itself, less on other kind of POIs. So for phone, right, people are able to, you can put your phone number, fax number, or even mobile number so that people are able to reach you more easily. And you can add in your website so that people are able to see what is your business about. So for the category, right, you are not able to write your own category itself. Google actually presented a form, actually a search bar, where you can type roughly what is your business about. So let's say if your place of interest is a restaurant, you can write in restaurant, and you are able to add a little subcategory for that. So let's say I'm a restaurant, right? This is a Western restaurant. This is a bar grill. This is anything you want to add. So next will be working hours. If you add in working hours in your businesses, right, people are able to know from what time to time your business is open, so that they won't be coming too early or too late for if they want to patron your business. So the number 9 thing is actually very crucial for any businesses as well. So for number 9, right, you must categorize your place whether as a building or as a boundary. If the place is within the building, you just mark it as it is within the building. Otherwise, you must draw out a boundary of the place to show that this whole boundary is actually occupied by the businesses itself. So by then, I will be showing you a live demo on how to add places in Google MapMaker. So for this, right, let's say I am in. Okay, let's say I'll give an example. I won't be adding this to map, so take note of that. Let's say in this place, in this building, I have a particular interesting cafe, so I'm going to add it into my business. So what I have to do is, first, number 1, I click on the add. I will add a place to the building itself. So from my understanding, the particular restaurant is in this area, so I'll just type it on here, over here. So I'll just type it. It will ask me a category of my businesses or the place of interest. So let's say this is Cafe ABC. I will just put cafe and type in ABC Cafe. So after continuing, right, you'll be presented with a sidebar where you are able to add in all the information of the businesses itself. So for example, right, let's say the phone number. I can add the phone number. It is actually crucial for you to add the area code and the country code in the phone number itself, so that if there's someone who wants to call you from overseas, right, they're able to reach you easier. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So for example, you can even add more phone numbers. Let's say you have multiple lines, you can add in more in your businesses, so people are able to call you on different hotline itself. So let's say I have a fax number, I can even add this as well. And my website is abccafe.com. So be precise in your information, because if you submit anything wrong, people won't be able to find you easily. So for name, right? Sorry, let me come back to the name itself. So in name, you're able to put in multiple languages for your businesses. So let's say ABC Cafe is the official name of my business, it's registered itself. So I'll put primary and official for my primary name. So whenever people search the businesses itself, right, the link here will be shown as the official name itself. So let's say if ABC Cafe in Chinese is called, I'll write here Chinese. You can search any languages you want. So let's say I have Chinese. This cafe is called ABC. Sorry. So this is a local name itself because people are calling this place as ABC coffee shop or ABC cafe in Chinese. Or Kedai Coffee ABC. Let's say Chinese in Malay. You can put a Malay name here. ABC Kedai Coffee ABC. So local. You can take it as many as you want, so people are able to search it, anything that you can search to. So last but not least, I will try to go through everything. For this, like the coffee shop has a short form, I can just write ABCC, and Google will accept it. So whenever you search ABCC, right, it will actually show the result of ABC Cafe itself. So next, I'll be going through the other things as well. So category, as I mentioned just now, you can just write a general thing, or you can just be precise on your business's type. So that category, right, I can even say it's a bar and grill, barbecue restaurant, food and drinks and stuff. You can edit as many as you want because it will help people to look for businesses. So working hours, be precise in the working hours as well. So let's say my coffee shop opens at 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. So let's say because certain businesses they have multiple working hours, you can even add in more working hours on the same day. So let's say I open on morning at night, but not in the afternoon. So I can just write 8 p.m. to midnight. So let's say I open multiple times a day. I can open 6 days per week, but I'm having break on Thursday, right? I can just label it as Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I didn't take. So Monday to Wednesday and Friday. So I can even add in Saturday and Sunday. I just pick anything you want. Saturday and Sunday, just say 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. So that is how easy as it seems. So, like I mentioned just now, you can put your business within a building or if your business is big enough, you occupy grounds and buildings. So, let's say my cafe is a very big cafe. My cafe is a small cafe. I can put it within the building. So, it will just show that a particular point in the business itself. But let's say my coffee shop is a very big place, occupies a lot of places and even outdoor places. I can tag by using the second option and draw an outline. So in drawing outline, it's just like the video shows just now. You can just tag here, tag here, tag here, tag here, tag here. So by the time everything is complete, this whole boundary will be your business. You'll be your business area, so people are able to see, oh, shop ABC are able to. Excuse me, can anyone get a dog, please? So shop ABC are occupying this ground, and people are able to see what is happening around. So by the time you finish adding information in your businesses, right, always remember write comment. Let's say if you are a business owner, you can say I am the business owner, and this is my business, and this is my coffee shop. To make the reviewers believe that this business belongs to you yourself. Because you know your own business now, you know the boundary, you know everything about your business. So you won't be cheating anyone, the reviewer, so be precise in the comments. Always write that you can just write anything you want, but please be polite or be accurate in information. You can just write, if you need more information about my business, please contact me. So by the time everything is complete, you can just press save, and depending on your reviewer score, you will be published instantly, or you will go through a series of reviews by other people in the area, or Google reviewer. I will come to Google reviewer and PowerMaker later, so I'll go through another thing later. Let me continue my slides for a while. Okay. So the next thing is neighborhoods. What is neighborhood? Let's say I'm actually from Kepong, so Kepong is my neighborhood. I want to keep track of every single map making addition in my neighborhood. So in Kepong, right, I will just add Kepong in my neighborhoods list so that I'm able to keep track of every single changes. I can review other people, I can review other places that people submit. I can review on everything in my neighborhood. I can see everything clearly. So back to the demonstration, I will just show you this, how to add a neighborhood in your MapMaker account. So this is the MapMaker page itself. So showing my activities, right? This is what I did for the past days or years or anything. For my neighborhood, you can see this is actually my own neighborhood itself. So I will be keeping track of every single thing happening around. So if I press changes in my neighborhood, right, you are able to see every single thing that I keep track on my neighborhood. Or even though I can even review anything that I want. So let's say I have a business. People have been submitting a lot of businesses, but they are awaiting review from me. So from over here in this neighborhood page, right, I'm able to keep track of every single thing. You can review your thing. You can review your businesses or other people's businesses. Since you're local, right, you know your area better than other people. So your weightage of your review are much more better compared to Google Reviewer itself. So let's say I know this thing, for example, when I won't be submitting this, I'll just press review. So in this page, this guy doesn't seem to submit a lot of information. So I can just press no. I can just press no because I'm not sure whether this business is correct or not. And select a reason, let's say incomplete or choose path, I can request more information from the submitter itself, so I'm able to know more about the businesses. So I can just write your information is incomplete, and I will just submit. So Google Reviewer will be keeping track of every single post given by other people, so people are able to see whether your whether the target business is correct or not. So I will just cancel this thing and go back to my neighborhood. So the next thing is how to add a neighborhood. In the neighborhood tab, there's actually a button called Add Neighborhoods. So pressing that, you can just subscribe to anything you want with a one search things included. So let's say my hometown is in Penang or Georgetown. I can search Georgetown, Penang, Malaysia, and give a name for that. Can even change the label of color so you can easily keep track of everything in Google MapMaker's neighborhood page. So I will just give it a yellow tinge and say Georgetown, Malaysia. And I can add a series of filters. Let's say I just want to know about the cafe shop. I just want to know about the new cafes in Georgetown. I can just say cafe, or I can even put the category as cafe. So people, I can only see cafes that are recently opened in Georgetown. This is actually a powerful tool for other people to keep track of everything they know. So let's say if you are really eager to edit, you're really eager to know the latest places, you can just set email alert. So let's say people are having the new businesses in an hour. So within that hour, anything new, you can just receive an email alert. Or people just review your places, you can just set an email itself. So for this, I will end the neighborhood section and move on to the next one, which is a pro tip. As most of them I already mentioned in the slides or in my presentation just now. Sorry. So always remember, always drop the marker of the entrance of the place in the entrance of the area. Otherwise, you can just put it on top or centralize it. So keep note of the naming conventions, and I mentioned just now, if there are a lot of names of the businesses, right, add that in. But always remember to put one as an official name. So let's say for places that already exist on the map, edit or merge them, because there are possibly, like I mentioned just now, there are 7 or more duplicates in the particular places. You must keep track of everything. So you can either delete them or merge them into a. So okay, I'll give an example. Let's say I have 2 places. I have 2 points of the thing in the same place. but one of them are having a more complete information. So what I have to do is to merge them on, merge two POIs into one. So this will save a lot of trouble. First, you don't have to delete the business anymore, and secondly, you don't have to merge. You don't have to edit two places at the same time. So fourth point is a more important point. Do not add your own personal information if you are really someone particular of your privacy. So make sure your edits are as precise as possible. This is very easy. So just like adding places, adding a real road, railway is actually same as adding places, except that you have to map the road itself. So I will go through that because it's basically the same as adding places, but I'll just go through a bit. So for the tips and tricks, right? When editing roads or railways or rivers, always zoom into the maximum level in satellite view before mapping, because you are able to see what is actually in that area itself, so you are able to map places easily. So roads should be drawn as an individual segments because there are always intersections or junctions in between. So people are able to keep track of the changes easily. So I'll be sharing the slides to all of you later, so don't worry. I will just add everything into the article itself. And next we'll be going to teach you how to draw a boundary. As I mentioned just now, when I demonstrate about ABC cafe just now, let's say your business occupies, or business or place of interest occupies a huge area, you can always draw boundaries to show that this whole place around here belongs to me. So let's say this is a school compound, and the school compound is very big. I can just draw the whole boundary of the school compound and add it to the map itself. So from there, Google Maps are able to keep track of everything of the places itself. So be precise on the boundary. Do not draw your boundary to other places. So let's say this is a private area, right? Please don't draw your boundary in a private area because Google doesn't know about the places. It's about trust from the submitter itself. So let's say if people get into trouble by crossing the boundary because they say Google says so much, so you might have some there will be a bit problematic from Google's side. So tips and tricks. Like the road just now, always draw maximum level. Places that presents in the building such as a restaurant in a particular boundary, right? Always tag as place is the boundary. And always mark it as inside the building. So I'll be sharing the tips are all over there. I'll be sharing with you later. And editing places and editing the lines is just the same as adding the places. Just that you are adding more information or deleting some information and adding some extra information and stuff. So it's just like the add places. It's just like the process of adding places, but is editing is adding. So after this, typing in your own language, I don't think this is necessary for all of you because you will be likely adding places mainly in English, and you might add in some other things in your things. So mainly in Malaysia, right, it's either Malay or English for our road name. So I don't think it's an issue for all of you. I will go through this very quickly. In the settings of the MapMaker itself, right, you can at least change your display language of the MapMaker, so it's easier for you to make certain edits. But I don't think this is necessary. I'll just go through. You can go through it yourself later when I share the slides. And the next, I will be handing my baton back to Ilan to talk about mapping for Android and other talks itself. Thank you.
Thank you, Desmond. Basically, you mentioned. Right, so let's ask the obvious question. Who doesn't have a smartphone? What phone are you using? Okay, 2310.
Not so smartphone.
Not so smartphone. Okay, so let's put a situation. You're with your friend, with your girlfriend, your date, or someone, and you're looking to find very unique restaurant, maybe a cafe, maybe a coffee shop, and you're on the move, okay? And say you have found this place, and you'll be like, okay, I want to add this place right now itself, but then you have this girlfriend right next to you, so you don't want to discipline, right? So what do you want to do? Okay, what do you want to do? Next thing, you want to add that place and you want to let know to your friends that, hey, guys, check it out. I went to this place and the coffee there was good. You guys should check it out too. And the next one is like, where is this place? Please share the location through WhatsApp, blah, 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 blah. It goes on. Now, when it comes to that situation, you are only sharing to one person of a group of community, to your friend maybe. But what if you can share to the whole Malaysia, the whole people around you? When people search for the place in Google Maps, that place shows up. Okay? So you want to add that location right now itself, and you don't want to go back home, you don't want to like find out Google MapMaker, so you want to do it right now itself. That is the way Google Maps allow you to do that. Next slide. So say hello to Andy. Okay, and supposed to give you lollipops today, but
Good.
I'm kind of. And yeah, they recently announced the latest version of Android 5.0 Lollipop, and the app called Androidify, and you can create your custom Android design, and you can share it in Hangouts and Google Plus with your friends. Say, hey, this is my cool design. Right. So Andy runs on Android. Andy has an app called Maps, Google Maps, and that is awesome. Right. So let's start with the basics. Okay. Notice there that I've asked Google that what's the nearest coffee shop. Okay. If you notice clearly, the blue spot over there is where I am right now. Okay, and it's not showing any results, and I'm actually right in front of a coffee shop, but it's not showing. Okay, now next one. So, okay, so this is the coffee shop that I went with my friend the other day. Okay, it was a very nice place. It's a Korean cafe, and that place is not recognizable because they newly opened. If you check the street view, and that's one thing about the latest version is that you can sit home, you can edit the place right there itself, because street view helps you to locate several restaurants if it exists or not. Okay, so rather than you going to that place, if you know that that place is already there, you can confirm with street views. That is a helpful tool, right? So that's the cafe, and I'm going to add a place. So I'm just going to scroll down and add a missing place. Once I add missing place, it's available on the latest version of Google Maps update if it's not there. And then I'll actually walk to the cafe and ask the manager, hey, look, I'm going to add this place to Google Maps. So would you please give me your visiting card? Now, let me ask you, when someone approaches you, you are the owner of the cafe, and someone approaches you that he's going to add your data into Google Maps, would they be happy?
Gladly.
Yep, they'll be happy. They will like, hey man, I want to be recognized by people around Malaysia, around Kathmandu, stuff like that. So I got the card, and the next thing is, I input right away from my phone at that time itself. So notice the time, it's about 8:51 at night. Okay, it was just yesterday. I want to make sure a live thing that it wasn't there. Just to show you guys. So 8:51, I started editing the place. So I just copy the entire thing, I put it there. Name, address, pointing. So once you click on address, you can actually type in the address. Once you click the address, category. Category is select cafe, and later on you can add coffee, stuff like that. And phone number, just put the phone number, and additionally you can create a website. Now once you've done it, next you submit. So this is the fill up form. And once you send it, you say you receive updates on status. Done. Okay, notice the time, it was 8:57. Okay, so I packed up my stuff, I was heading back home because I've done everything. Yes. Okay, this was when I reached home. In 15 minutes, this email was up. Okay, saying you have successfully added the roast chip to the maps. Okay, so the details was there. Alright? Right, okay, so to test whether if Google Maps is being biased to my application itself, or whether it's already transferred to the actual database, I tried a actual thing on my mom's phone. Alright? So when I search for Bros Cave now, it's showing up the location that I just added 15 minutes ago where I was. Which before that it was not. Alright? And notice that there's no review yet. Okay, now this is where the fun part comes. Say you recommend it to your friends. This place is awesome. You can add your own review. So once you actually point this when you go down. Okay, and I've been adding a short review. So just say, hey, the best Korean style coffee I've ever tasted so far since my last visit. To be really honest, that coffee just blew up my mind. Seriously, because the last coffee that I had so nice was when I was in Japan. Okay, and once your review is added instantaneously within 1 minute, and I checked on my mom's phone, the review was there. Okay, now let me ask you. You're in front of the cafe and you just pop up on Google Maps and you see your friends are recommending the place. Would you go to that place or you would go to the next coffee shop next to it? Recommendation. Recommendation is really important because it recommends to people around you. Your review matters because the moment you review, people want to try it. People want to try it, people want to give their own shot, and if they add viable data to it, it's there. So maybe you can go to the cafe next time and you can write maybe a 4 or 5 star and say what the experience feels like. Right? So that's easy. Now, what's the next?
No, it's going to like
Okay. If you notice closely, the opening hours I missed to add up when I was because I was rushing. I was like, okay, I'm just going to update this place. Okay, just to do it again. So I haven't had the opening hours. Now I can go back home. I can fire up Google Maps, and when I search for Bros Cafe, now it detects. Okay, before this, if there's message to MapMaker, it won't show. Now, once the mobile data has synced to the database, it will show. What you have to do is click edit, and next, you'll have this page, right? So I'm just going to say that working hours is from Monday to Sunday. They do it at 12 a.m. to 12 p.m. So we'll do that from 12 to 9 p.m. and 12 to 9 a.m. And comment is important. So just select edit details and say just edit the working hours. That's all. Once you click, and yeah, the thing is live. Okay, next. Now I know you guys are wondering what about iPhone users, Apple ecosystem, and is it only for Android? Yeah, not because it's available for iOS as well. So next, so I was talking to one of my friends in Singapore last night, and he was able to shoot up data, and he said, hey, yeah, iOS is available too. So iOS is pretty much how I explain Android. Basically, you add a point of interest, okay, and the next thing, next slide, you say that you can choose whether it's incorrect label or free name, you can edit, vice versa. Location is missing. Location is missing is where you want to add a point of interest directly on the phone itself. Bad directions, if let's say the road has already been converted to 1 way, okay, you go ahead, or the problem is not listed. So once you say location is missing, the same interface as Android. The name, address, phone, and more information. Then that method you can edit if you want to add further on. Next. Okay. If you are an active traveler, and you don't have your laptop with you, but you want to add this point of interest quickly as possible, but you just don't have the time. So you want to like collect as much places as possible, and then power it up in your computer and add one by one. Okay. Right now, this app is not at Play Store. Okay. So once we share a slide, you can actually go to the link. You can download the APK. You have manual flashing on your Android devices, but it's official from Google. This is the official. So basically, what you do is you will show this minimal UI, right? Minimal UI. So once you click on Add Info, so you actually point where the GPS location is. You add info, you talk about the information. So just put on a small information about the place that interests you, and you can also add a photo just for your reference. Okay, you can use the same photo to upload to the database itself directly when you're on MapMaker. So this tool is quite useful. I didn't find it till last night because this was a hidden feature under Google Earth. I don't know why it was in Google Earth, but I managed to find it and it's official. So you guys can use it if you're active. But let's see a short video.
We were bicycling for a while. The doctor was made bicycles before they made cars. Henry Ford built his first car, bike cars. My name is Todd Scott. I work for the World of Michigan Trails and Greenways Alliance. Our goal is to get more people biking and walking throughout the entire city. We're planning on adding 700 more miles of bike lanes and trails this year and next year alone. A lot of folks are wondering if the city of Detroit can produce a bike map, but the city does not have a lot of resources to pull that off. So I started using Google MapMaker last year and began getting things updated. We're constantly adding new trails, and so it's really easy to go and update Google Maps, and then the whole community can benefit from it right away. Once you realize you can make these changes, you just start seeing the map go, oh, this needs to be shown just a little bit better so it's more clear. And now when I do my bike directions, they're pretty darn accurate. Detroit is developing into a very bike-friendly city. People can walk and bike wherever want to go and live out there more active lifestyle. It goes beyond happening. It's a way to take back your neighborhood.
So, what this video shows that the guy is adding biking tracks in Google Maps. Now, Google MapMaker is still new innovation. Okay, so we need your help. Google needs your help. Certain places are not listed in Google Maps yet. Certain places are not even there. Some are dislocated, stuff like that. Okay. How many of you are from cities? Like cities. Yeah. Okay. How many of you are from rural areas?
You say from is like originally from or staying there?
Right now, I'm staying. What do you say?
Batang Kali.
What is that?
Yeah, Uluyam. Everyone knows Uluyam?
Uluyam.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. How many points of interest are there around the area?
Not many at the moment. There is a KTM station.
Maybe a restaurant, maybe something.
The food is nice.
Yeah.
It's hard.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Right, so see, this kind of information that what we want to add to Google Maps. See, whether your place is developed or not, you can still add places like how Desmond showed you, add roads if it's not there yet.
To help others.
Yeah, to help others as a community base. So if you feel like that your place is like really quiet, you have a jungle tracking, stuff like that, you can add tracks to jungle tracking, or tracking, biking tracks. Okay. Now I know that the Prime Minister announced that everything goes around buying around KL, but still Malaysia, I don't see many people cycling as much as in Japan. In Japan, you just pull up the map, say I want to go to this location, and immediately get train, car, walking, and cycling. Here, cycling data is not available yet because we don't have much data to put into the one resource.
Too hot.
Huh?
Weather too hot.
Weather too hot. I think it's good for health. The more we use the car, more carbon monoxide we release.
The driver get crazy.
And the sleeper will become.
Yeah, so certain biking tracks, like you can go around maps which are not in Google Maps. You can always add tracks, like around the park, around the forest, around behind the housing areas. It's up to you. It's whatever you feel like that it's a biking track, you go ahead. Okay. Another thing that before that, let's start the obvious question. How many of you have MapMaker account? 1, 2, 3.
So we need to create a new account for MapMaker.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
So you don't have to create. If you have a Google account, you just have to sign in. But it's pretty simple. So once you go to www.google.com/mapmaker or mapmaker.google.com, bring up the space. All you have to do is log in.
Sign in.
Sign in. Okay. Put in your Google account. Put in your password. And next. And next. Okay. If you're not registered, if you don't have a Google account yet, sign up for one. Okay. Once you sign in, and there. Okay. And everything Yes, after what Desmond showed earlier, the interface is pretty much the same. Add a place, point of interest, and everything. So we talked about how to add from the computer, how to add from your phone. Okay. There is another section, but last night and today the server is down, so I can't showcase right now. Is if you are an active MapMaker, okay, you have to have an app called Tracks. Okay, My Tracks. Basically, what My Track does is it locates where you are from point A to point B where you travel. Okay, this is actually if you want to add a precise road location, a precise traveling distance, elevation, distance, speed, and everything. So once you track the app from the MyTrack app, you can export the data to Google Earth. Okay, from Google Earth, you open up MapMaker, you can put as an overlay. So in MapMaker, you actually see your overlay on top of it. And then basically you have to have like add road from point A to point B. So you just overlay on top of the map. I wish I can show, but it wasn't working, so I didn't. And next is the list of reference that we'll be sharing with you guys. Okay, so the discussion forum. Okay, map making is a huge community. Okay, no one expects anything from Google. It says that they want to have the community. It's like how open source is so powerful right now. Linux, open source. The community likes open source because it's free. One thing, you get to enter under the public license and you can deliver it back to the community. Okay, and that's where Google Maps shines. And it's community driven. So any questions or forums, they have the whole community. Questions regarding it, if like there's farming locations, family locations, you want to delete, or how long does it take to process, or any other questions you have, you can always form, and there are active people who are responding from time to time as well. Okay, next. And this is where you get for more information. Okay, if you guys want to check it out, mapmaker.com/help. You can basically go tutorial by tutorial. There's also YouTube video. Okay, so if you're unsure, like what, this is actually the official MapMaker by Google. They basically showcase. There's a couple of videos like how Turkey, Ukraine, from nothing, from ground zero, community like us, started adding place. Small data, one by day, one by one, day by day. And now, if you just click Ukrainian, you can see a lot of other places. Okay? And next, and when you go to this site, you can actually see the issues, bugs, and you can report and stuff like that. More information about that. And next, okay, frequently asked questions. Okay, I already have data, GPS tracks. How can I add MapMaker? This is what I was talking about, the overlay tool. Okay. I'll just show this go to this. Let's go to settings and click on maps. Okay, and enable on overlays. Right. So right now there is an option called overlay over there. Okay, but you won't see any data right now because you haven't exported any data from your phone, from your GPS. So if you use Google Earth, some people they prefer offline map making, so they basically download the Google Earth application on the mobile platform, and they export the data. And once it will show basically where you have traveled and stuff like that. So roads which are not added, you can later on come home, go home and add it. Okay. Can I get my contribution back out of that? Yes. Okay. As long as your country is covered under the data. Malaysia has been enabled by Google MapMaker just 2 months ago. Last month. 3 weeks, yeah. Just recently only. That's when I, Desmond, and few other people tried out the system, so it's new. Okay. One thing about Malaysia is I've always admired US, UK, and Japan countries like that because whenever Google releases the new API, whenever they come up with the new technology, it's there. Here it takes up to months. Okay. So and then Street View was there for about 2 years ago. I could see all the streets in Japan, and only now we are receiving in Malaysia. Because, like I said, the community, the more active people are working towards in supporting something, the more Google will invest. Okay, so recently only after Street Views and everything, they have enabled MapMaker to help establish local startups, local business places, and people like you to add more places to make Malaysia a better place, to make maps a better place. Okay. Now, does MapMaker work offline? Definitely no, in internet connection because you're editing live data to the database itself. But yes, you can use Google Earth to, they call it the KML extension. You can basically, it's the same thing, the overlay. Once you've got tracking, you can export the data to Google Maps once you have online connection, and you can do your design after that. Okay, the trust is, I will go to the next slide. Trust, okay. Everyone will be asking, what if someone just randomly to add some lousy location and it's there? Okay. The other day I was in my hometown, Seremban, and I was searching for nearby Maxis Freedom Center, and it showed me some abandoned forest. Nothing there. Nothing there. And I'm like, I know what is there, right there. Nothing there. Okay. So these are people, obviously people, maybe some fruitless are producing MapMaking tools. Okay, so what you can do is when you find places like it, immediately have people remove it, report it, delete it. Okay, you believe that should have shown yourself how to delete and report the location. Report the location, and the same thing. The more you review on a location, the more trust Google gains towards you. Okay, the more legitimate location that you add on a particular view or point of interest. That's how the community works. You have others help you. Say I and Desmond used to perform. And he's in any places, I can any places. And I validate these places that is legitimate places. And I review, I say, yes, this place is correct, this edit is correct. Now, he will do the same. He edit my place. Now, the more people keeps on reviewing the place becomes a point of interest. Okay? That's how the system will trust system. So the other day someone was asking me how about the open MapMaking system, which is more open source, where anyone can add the data. One thing about that is they don't have this filter layer, trust layer. So anyone can just add random information and information, like how this was saying just now, they keep on adding like houses. Their own houses became point of interest, which we don't want that to happen. So that's why this trust layer comes in, right? And certain locations will be reviewed by the regional expert reviewers from Google Malaysia itself. Okay, so certain locations, like sometimes when you edit a place, you'll have a pending review. Okay, so Google Malaysia, Google Map reviewers, they will review the place, and if they find anything is missing, they'll let you know. They add more information, or this place has already been added. Like the other day, when I checked on MapMaker, it wasn't there. But when I add the data, I received an email that it has already been added. Okay, so reviewers like that will help make the system more secure and more filtered in terms of producing the system. Yeah. Right. So yeah, your contribution will change the world. Okay, and start off by today. If you feel like you just walk to a Rama shop and you just search on maps, it's not there. Okay, yeah, chicken grill is the best in your hometown. But it's not Google Maps. You want to live with your friends and the place so people can recognize. Okay, talk to your manager, talk to the people, get your visiting cards. They are willing to give to make the location visible to others. Okay, this is the starting of our era in Malaysia. Okay. Certain things, street views, and everything have already been added to our database. But after this, things which are not added yet will come in. Okay, support, help Baker, and help build the world a better place. Help build Malaysia a better place. See that? all these yellow spots are what maps are covered. And this region is Malaysia.
And Canada.
The large location. Okay, if you can really see, it's actually only the coastal side. The left side, which is basically where we are. Okay, even the Kuantan, Terengganu, Pahang, Kuantan are not there. Even JB is a bit tiny. Sabah, yeah, I think maybe Mount Kinabalu. And I can't see Singapore. Maybe too small. But yeah, Singapore is much more advanced than us. Every street is there and every point of interest is important. And next, there are 188 countries which supports MapMaker right now, not all the countries, because only Malaysia recently only they announced, so that's why we are doing this. And 60 over language. My mother tongue is Tamil, and the official name is, so like how Desmond said, it's in English. And I will also say the local name I can put in my Tamil form itself. Okay, so people can search those comment with their own language, mother tongue. You can search those places. So Google Maps supports up to 60 plus languages. And that's all for today. Now we open up for question.
Is there any difference between Google Business and location with this MapMaker? Because I noticed with Google Business you can actually have a business address.
Yeah.
And it's the same.
Okay, Google Business is basically adding a business location, and this is where you operate. MapMaker is for when people search through Google Maps.
Or is
It's different. You can, but you can link to one another. Okay, so MapMaker is basically on Google Maps. When Google Maps is, say for Google now, you check, okay, Google find the nearest coffee shop, nearest cafe. When you add the point of interest through Google Maps, through MapMaker, Google now will recognize this. Okay.
Is there any verification if I had my business location in MapMaker? Because with Google Business, I think they will send postcard to you the verification code. So is it the same?
Okay, for MapMaker, as far as we've tried before, like I showed on the Android, they give me a visiting card. The moment I add, the data is there. Now, if the thing is not correct, okay, someone can edit it. Okay, the changes might go live, might not. Sometimes it take up to 2 or 3 days, depends on the review. Say that this is a busy place and that place is a bit doubtful. Okay, you add the place, a Google reviewer has to review the place whether the information is correct or not. If it's correct, your changes go live. If not, they request more information from you. After that.
Is it unlikely to